Well, hello, dear one. My name is Shanita, and I'm back to bring you a divine channel message called The Rising. Now, you've done the work, and now you get to be who you were always meant to be. Hello, dear one. We are so proud of you that you have made it to this moment. Now, we would love to invite you to take a deep breath, and not just the kind that fills your lungs, but the kind of deep breath that tells your nervous system, we made it. So, if you will, a deep breath in and exhale. Very nice, dear one. Now, this is message 10 of the becoming. This sacred journey through remembering, resting, releasing, reclaiming, rooting, and receiving. And now, dear one, you rise. So let this message be a ceremony, a celebration, a soul sized reminder of who you are and just how far you've come. Now, we also want to invite you to find a quiet and still place where your heart can open and fully receive this beautiful message that we have for you today. So, let's begin. Now, I want you to remember how we began this epic and beautiful homecoming journey. You began with the homecoming, a whisper back to your light. You remember that your presence has never, ever been a mistake. And then you came to Rest is Holy, where you chose softness over struggle. And you even remember that rest isn't laziness, it's legacy. And next, you encountered the undoing, and that taught you how to shed your false selves, to lay down survival and reclaim your soul. And then there was the void, and that asked you to sit in the mystery, to trust in the unknown, and to find peace in not knowing. And then the reckoning broke open your truth. You faced your shadow, not to shame it, but to hold it. And then the remembering, where you met your inner child and finally stopped apologizing for your softness. The reclamation was your fire, your no more, your return to boundaries, power, and your sacred self respect. The rooting grounded you in ritual, in rest, and in rhythm. And you stopped performing peace and began living it. The receiving opened your arms to joy, to support, to love without struggle. And now, here you are, dear one. This is the rising, not because you've become someone new, but because you finally remembered who you've always been. You've shed layers that were never yours. You cried out lies you didn't even know you were holding. And you've rewritten the story of what strength really means. And now, dear one, you rise. Not above others, not even in comparison to others, but you rise into yourself. You rise with softness. You rise with truth. You rise with boundaries and breath and knowing in your bones that you were never, ever broken, just buried under the weight of life. And you rise at this time because you don't abandon yourself to do it. There's no more shrinking, no more apologizing for your joy, and no more waiting for permission to be whole. You've earned your wings, not through suffering, but through self-return. And the world will feel your rising in your boundaries, in your radiance, and in the way you take up space without even having to explain yourself. Yes, dear one, this is not the end of your healing. This is your arrival. This is you living it. This is the becoming. And before you go, hear me clearly, dear one. In love, this is the beginning, not the end. There is no final version of you, only deeper truths. So come back to these messages whenever you need to remember, to rest, to rise again. Because there is no shame in needing reminders. That's what sacred libraries are for. You are always welcome in this space, to this beautiful altar, to this sacred homecoming. And we want to tell you thank you for taking this journey with us, taking the journey for you to become. And now you are. We want your life to always speak of this. We want your joy to reflect this. And we always want your soul to rise with this again and again and again. You are loved beyond measure. You are never alone. And we are always here with you. You need only reach out when you need us. And we will be there for you, dear one. May you be happy and may you be well. And may love always find its way to you.